Moving across to West Asia, the Israeli military has recovered the bodies of 2 hostages from Gaza, including Yair Yaakov, one of the many civilians abducted during the Hamas-led October 7 attack. The discovery comes as Israel continues its military campaign in the Gaza Strip amid growing international scrutiny. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed the news and said Israeli government will not rest until all the hostages, whether living or deceased, are brought home. Yaakov, who was 59 at the time of his abduction, was taken from his home in Kibbutz Nir Oz on October 7, 2023. Meanwhile, tensions are rising at the Egypt-Gaza border, where convoys of pro-Palestinian activists are attempting to reach Rafah, drawing sharp criticism from Israeli officials. The U.S.-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, meanwhile, has accused Hamas of attacking one of its humanitarian convoys. The aid group alleges the attack claimed 5 lives and left several others injured. Now, according to the Hamas-controlled health ministry in Gaza, 36 Palestinians were killed and more than 200 were injured while trying to access aid in Gaza on Wednesday. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz has called on Egypt to block what he calls jihadist protesters from reaching the Egypt-Israel border. He has warned their presence could endanger Israeli soldiers. His comments come as hundreds of pro-Palestinian activists made their way towards Gaza. 2 convoys, the Somud convoy and the Global March to Gaza, are making their way towards the border. Activists are hoping to break Israel's blockade and bring humanitarian attention to Gaza, which the United Nations now calls the hungriest place on earth. Now, Egypt has responded cautiously, stating support for international pressure on Israel to lift the blockade, but warns that no foreign delegation will be allowed near Rafah without prior approval. Now, reportedly, several activists, including French nationals, have either been detained or confined to their hotels. Among them is French nurse Carole Lagotti, who shared a video claiming her group's passports were confiscated by Egyptian police. Tensions flared in French National Assembly, on the other hand, over the detainment of pro-Palestinian activists aboard a Gaza-bound boat that was intercepted by Israeli forces earlier this week. The intercepted sailboat, Madeleine, was carrying 12 activists, including French member of the European Parliament, Rima Hassan. French Prime Minister François Bayrou accused the activists of politicizing the crisis. While opposition lawmakers from the left denounced what they called France's failure to defend its citizens abroad. Israel government is also facing heat from its own military. In a letter addressed to Prime Minister Netanyahu, Defense Minister Israel Katz and the head of the military, a group of 41 military intelligence officers, have announced they will not take part in a war designed to preserve the rule of Netanyahu and anti-democratic elements in his government. They added Netanyahu's government was giving death sentence to Israeli hostages. Now, France and Saudi Arabia are planning to co-host a UN meeting later this month in an effort to end the war. The meeting will be aiming at recognizing a Palestinian state and advancing the 2-state solution.